Hello, everyone. My name is Katrina Latrice Williams. I am a successful entrepreneur. I really care to help the communities out here better their lives and, the positive things that could be happening in your community. I'm actually here with Mr. Jesse Williams. Thank you so much for having me today. He's actually running for City Council of North Charleston, District 6, everyone. And I wanted him to actually share with you all how important it is for the community to connect with him. Jesse, so you said you're running for City Council, North Charleston, District 6.
Yes.
And it's very important for the people to get involved, right?
Yes.
Okay. What are you looking for?
Yeah, so we just want people to get involved, begin to sign up to connect. It's so important that we understand how much the local elected office impacts our everyday lives. Okay. And I'm talking about sidewalks. I'm talking about how if somebody was a actual representative, was actually representing people, they will at least have a voice and somebody to speak up and voice the concerns. I was endorsed by the Postal Career last year based on just this, the fact that we can get involved in the community in order that we can get funding for those particular areas in District 6, just as much as funding can go to Park Circle areas.
Okay, so when you say funding, because for the everyday people that may not be familiar with stuff like this, getting funding to get sidewalks. For example, if my children didn't have a sidewalk to walk to go to school, that's danger.
Yes.
They could possibly get ran over, God forbid that happens. What if someone, elderly, they have their machines where they can actually, the electric wheelchairs, and if they don't have a wheelchair, a sidewalk, that's very dangerous for them. So
public safety.
Absolutely. So that's very important to have someone like you representing the communities to help you better your community.
Yes. Trina, we over here at my tax office, right? And I think every one of us could raise our hands and say that we pay taxes.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm not just talking about income taxes, federal and state. I'm talking about sales tax too.
Yeah.
Right? The city of North Charleston makes a lot of money from sales tax from our everyday people, right? I live in Dorchester, Wayland, right?
Okay.
I contribute to the sales tax every time I go to the BILO,
right?
The local BILO. Every time I go to the restaurant at Tanger Outlets,
right.
we contribute to this sales tax, and therefore we should be getting funding for our particular areas. And so that's just the point. So if anybody pays sales tax, if anybody pays into a property tax, a car tax, right? People don't think about that. The car tax, right? Some of that money is going to our schools and go to the city of North Charleston. So I'd like to move forward and get everybody involved as possible.
Okay.
And as many people involved as we could possibly get to sign up to volunteer and to be a part of the change.
So speaking of schools, I've seen on Facebook, and you actually have a Facebook page that people can actually go to?
Save Garrett High School.
Okay.
Yes.
Saving Garrett High School. I know people personally.
Yes.
Their children go to Garrett High School. And you were saying that they're talking about clothing it.
Absolutely, yeah. A lot of people don't know this, but the parents in the school know this. But a lot of people don't understand that the actual school district has a plan to close the only technology school in the North Charleston area. In fact, the only one in anywhere near North Charleston. And we don't know the reason why, but we just need people to get involved to be a part of the solution, to speak up and say, hey, we don't want that school to close down because it's an asset to the neighborhood. It helps our neighborhood. It helps our kids.
Absolutely.
It teaches trades. It helps people get jobs.
Yes, yes. So everyone that's in the North Charleston community, I mean, just all around, it is very important for you to stand up and speak up for your community. Because if you don't, everything could possibly perish because you was not aware of what could happen to your community. And I know you care about your community. You care about your homes. You care about your children. So please make sure you're connecting with Mr. Jesse Williams. How can they connect with you?
So we live in 2016, so, we got to have a Facebook page,
right.
We got to have the GoFundMe. So the GoFundMe is there. The Facebook is Jesse for District 6.
Okay.
So Facebook.com/Jesse for District 6. So we're on there. Of course, if you're friends with Katrina on here online, or my boy DJ Ninja, he's on there as well, connecting on the Facebook.
Absolutely.
And also I have an email, Jesse for District 6, FORDISTRICT number 6 at gmail.com. And of course, you can give us a call, give us a message. sign up to volunteer, be a part of the change.
Okay, absolutely. And because I'm not finished, because it's very important for them to understand, connecting with you and really making positive changes in 2016. It's not 1900s. It's not the 1800s.
Exactly.
It's time for a change.
Exactly.
You was mentioning about Union Heights.
Yes, Union Heights has been around since the 1800s.
Wow.
It's a historically African-American neighborhood. And I'm on the LAMC board, which is Lone Country Alliance for Model Communities.
Okay.
It's not necessarily even in District 6, but we care because we care about our brothers and sisters in the neighborhood in Union Heights.
Right.
And so what they found is that they constantly have been having zoning changes where there were traditionally a residential area, and you find that there's been commercial facilities being opened up. They changed the zoning, which means that the city allows for a commercial or business to open up rather than a residential house to open up.
Okay.
So they're constantly having that bombard them. For example, recently they added a horse stable to the area, which I don't know what's going to happen, but the residents are saying that it's just not a positive thing for that area at this point. Oh. So not only are we seeing these things, but we want to be proactive and coming up with solutions as to how we can communicate about the value in these neighborhoods. Right? Where people live there right now, right? So we can't just simply allow commercial corporations to just open up in that neighborhood and pretending that there's nobody living there. We can't do that. So these are the kind of changes that we need to start seeing in 2016.
And just based on my understanding what you just said, basically, if it is a zone where they are turning residential homes, it might be your home, it could possibly be taken away. It could possibly be demolished because they're turning it into a zone for commercial businesses. So if your home have been there, maybe you paid it off. Maybe, you plan to pass down your home to your children. But what if you can't do it in the future because it has become a commercial zone? You need to connect with Mr. Jesse Williams. Connect with him. So some of the solutions that you are planning for these communities in North Charleston, you need people to do what?
We need people to simply get involved. What we're doing is we're asking people to, first of all, make sure that they're registered to vote, right? Our past generations have fought for that ability to be able to vote.
Okay.
So we're asking everybody in District 6 and anybody who's hearing this to, first of all, register to vote in your area. Charleston County, Headquarters Drive is the location. And, of course, we'll get you a form. And then also we would like to get your name and email and that information so that we can keep you informed of what's going on here in the next couple of years. And, in the meantime, it's a process. It's an ongoing thing. And let us know how you would like to be involved. We're going to be having, coming up, meet and greets and cookouts in the probably next year sometime.
Okay.
And I appreciate Miss Katrina Williams over here offering to help out because we need everybody's help.
Absolutely.
We've all got gifts and talents that we can bring to make our community a better place. And the Facebook page is rightly called Jesse Williams for the Community.
Okay.
And so we want everybody to be a part of the community, a part of bringing about the change that we'd like to see take place. So
awesome that we have some solutions for you all. You deserve a better community. You deserve for your family to be able to enjoy living in the city of North Charleston. And
I'll leave you with this. Let's make our voices heard, right?
Yes.
Everybody's voice matters in 2016 right now. Share with us your narrative and your story because there are other stories going on. And if we don't share it, then other people are going to be assuming things about the community.
Right.
So let's talk about our stories. Let's talk about our experiences and the positive things that's going on, and we can start to see more and more change take place.
Now, one question for those individuals that's like, you know what, I want to vote, but I don't know. Mm-hmm. Is there any special requirements that they have to have in order to vote?
Well, to be honest with you, there's a big misconception about voting. So there's the voter registration form. You fill that out, and essentially when you go to vote, you show your ID.
Okay.
But even when you fill out the registration form, you don't have to have your ID at that point. But if you go up to the office, they'll actually do a picture ID for you on Headquarters Drive. And To vote, you simply have to be not on probation or parole.
Okay.
So even if you have a felony or misdemeanor offense, you can still vote. You just have to be off of parole or probation.
That is so wonderful to know. Thank you so much, because I know with some individuals that say, I got felonies, I don't know, I don't have an education, I can't vote. It doesn't matter. As long as you are not on probation, not in jail, you can vote. Everyone, it's time for a change. So Jesse, they can also come to your office
Yep.
right here on 2176 Savannah Highway.
Suite 104.
Suite 104.
Yep.
West Ashley?
Yes, West Ashley. Yep. Charleston. My number, you can call, you can Facebook message us or send me an email, Jesse for District 6 at gmail.com. And let's keep the conversation going.
Yes. So with that being said, everyone, my name is Katrina Latrice Williams. I am honored to be able to volunteer to help Mr. Jesse Williams for running for City Council, North Charleston District 6, because he have helped my husband, Ronald Hulassi, change his life for the better. And if he can do that for him, he can definitely do it for you. So we appreciate your time. And hey, let's make changes. Take action today.
Let's do it.